Hey angels, I hope you're well. This video is going to be for my Scorpio sun, moon, and risings. And I will say, Scorpio, you are the 8th sign in the zodiac, but only the 2nd that has come through with anything that may be pertaining to love. So we're going to start out with what I got initially before we get into cards. For one thing, you might be seeing 222 a lot. 222 is personally for me a number of alignment, like being aligned. Something about needing like new shoes or new clothes or new bedding, possibly thrifting for that. I saw Goodwill, so I don't know. Or maybe you're donating that so other people can have new things. I did get 2 songs, which would be Alive with the Glory of Love by Say Anything, and then Calendar by Allison's Halo. And then if this does come through in any ways pertaining to love, there's something about it possibly being long distance, or there being distance between you all in, possibly an emotional way. But I'm getting that somebody might have been sent away, perhaps for a job or, military service, something of the sort. But let's get into it. Also, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Katie from In Angelhood. I will never DM you first. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can only do so on inangelhoodreadings.com. And if you do book a session, if you would prefer a live session versus recorded, after you select how much time you want, feel free to shoot me an email and we can work out a day and time that works well for the both of us. But let's get into the cards for my Scorpios. I love my Scorpios. We have 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Coins, and the 5 of Swords. So yeah, I would definitely say there's some conflict with distance here, especially with Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like in the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Swords, this feels very much like an external kind of halt in the situation. Now, if it is the physical distance thing, well, whether it's physical or emotional, it feels like you feel like there is an ending here because of this. I want to get a little bit more, though, because there's definitely external conflict. I want to be able to read this in both ways. Of course, there will be different Scorpios watching this. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone else. Don't make it fit, but I'm going to try and read this in a way to where it could be physical distance for some and emotional for others. But we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed, which is interesting because as I was shuffling, I saw that, the 3 of Pentacles reversed. So there is a feeling of not working together on something. 5 of Swords being present too. It seems like a compromise was not made when there needed to be a compromise. But I don't feel like this is, that this has to be an ending. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. So it feels like you feel this person on the other end, and I didn't even want to do like a love specific reading, but this is kind of what's coming out. We'll see what else may come out. But you feel like this person is not fighting for the situation when you are willing to. Coming through strongly with that Alive with the Glory of Love. And with Calendar being the other song, there could be a timing thing on this. Again, if that is more so for the physical distance side of things. But I feel like you've been willing to fight and this person hasn't so much. We have the 3 of Cups reversed. So a lot of reversals. I'm just making sure. Yeah, no. Deck is right side up. There's an unwillingness to... I'm getting there's like an unwillingness to share some sort of joy together. 4 of Pentacles, there's a holding on to resentment on some end. Ace of Cups reversed and Queen of Pentacles reversed. These keep coming out reversed. Yeah. there may have been a fight that occurred after drinking. Like, I feel like there may have been some sort of substance involved or some sort of not being in the right frame of mind to have had some sort of discussion or some sort of decision made. Whether that was substance or whether that was high emotion, somebody made a decision that was not made with clarity, that the rational mind would not have necessarily jumped to that. So what do my Scorpios need to do about this? Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Moon, and the King of Swords. So I'm getting, because there is confusion surrounding this, hidden motives isn't the phrase I want to use, but you're not able to see all sides of this at the time. So the advice would be to match energy, okay? And I feel like Scorpios are very good about matching energy or potentially even taking it to the next level, okay? So I don't necessarily feel like you will have trouble with that. Now everyone's different, but I'm getting that you need to match the energy and then see their resulting actions to really evaluate if this is even what you want. Because what's on the other side of this? What's on the other side of this for Scorpios? What's on the other side of this situation? Okay, that was a jumper, and it was the Queen of Swords. I'm seeing you feeling good about putting boundaries up. And again, matching that energy. We had King of Swords, now there's Queen of Swords. That was too many. Spirit, give me one or two more. The High Priestess. So even though that there is some, and see how similar the flowers are in these two? It just makes me feel like this is the right and the aligned energy for you to be in. Because you know that things aren't what they seem. And if you're putting so much effort in, and again, it doesn't feel like you have to give up, but it's like you're going to start seeing this differently anyway, because it's like beating a dead horse. Hi, baby girl. Mia just jumped out from behind the bed. Yeah, I think even if you don't, Nine of Pentacles, yeah, taking back your energy, living for yourself, even if you don't get clarity on why things happen so impulsively from this person, it's like you have an understanding. It's just hard for you to let go, because I do feel like this was but I almost feel like you knew that like this wasn't your person, but you wanted it to be. You know that this isn't your person, but you wanted it to be. Yeah, we have the Death card here. The experience is going to take you to a deeper layer of you. You know, we hate when people are lessons, and maybe you've had so many lessons when it comes to people. But they're putting you in your Emperor energy. And I say this in a positive way, in you taking your power back, control over your mind and emotions again. It's almost like a brainwashing energy of sorts that this person held over you, but also they've been putting you too much in a chaser energy, which isn't you. So I'd pull back. I'm sorry, that's what I have for you right now, Scorpio. But I love you so much, and I will see you next time.